Hey everyone, I'm at the Solutions Exchange and I'm at the Checkpoint booth where I'm joined by Frederic Dru. Is that pronounced correctly?
That's almost perfect. Thank you very much for the effort.
So Fred, you are at Checkpoint managing security for the cloud.
Yes, I'm head of cloud security team in Europe. So basically, Checkpoint has been for a very long time an organization laying in security, and we are a very renowned company on cybersecurity topics, and we actually built an entire organization to help our customers go for their digital transformation by providing several tools and means to actually insert security in that digital transformation.
So we know that VMware NSX is an enabler for third-party tools like Checkpoint or third-party solutions, I must say. And NSX works with a special component manager which allows you to get those layer 7 solutions from your Checkpoint software. But NSXT, the new kid on the block, is it also supporting Checkpoint?
Yeah, so we're heavily involved with VMware at every level. As I said, we need to provide security at every layer. So we're talking about level 7 security, layer 7 security. Actually, Checkpoint has this, I would say, Gen 5 protection philosophy, which goes not only with layer 1 or 2, but up to accurate data protection. We're also talking about this hybrid cloud transformation, which means that VMware is definitely a key player in that area. Regarding NSXT, of course, as I said, we're working very heavily with VMware organizations, and we are proud to announce that we're actually the first security vendors to be certified on NSXT. So
Right.
that shows how much we are involved in it.
Right. So customers are choosing for different deployments these days. In the past it was an on-premises data center, but now they're thinking about hosting their workload on AWS or in different cloud solutions or in a hybrid solution. Is there a way to guarantee that the security policies they configured on their local workload is also applicable on the hybrid or remote workload?
That's one of the key points. One of the major issues that we have is currently there's a difference between on-prem, infra and security and cloud transformation. And inside organizations, most of the time these are different teams. And one of the first jobs that we're doing is actually to help the organizations to actually onboard security in that journey to the cloud. Either it's on private cloud or on, as you said, on AWS or Azure. When we get these people to actually talk together inside the organization, I would say the DevOps team and the security teams, you have to bear in mind that for cloud teams, security is a blocker because it takes a lot of time. Very often security teams say no and so on. So we have this transformation happening. So this is more of an organizational change. From a technical perspective, what we guarantee is that we don't care about where the data, where the assets are. The assets may be on-prem because they are critical data and these databases are on-prem. It can be it can be virtualized. It can be hosted by a private cloud provider. It can be on the public cloud. And what we make possible at Checkpoint is basically to have a seamless level of security wherever the data is. And we also allow security to not become a specialist job anymore, which means that the DevOps team are also able to embrace security, but in their own way. So if the data is on-prem or in a public cloud, we do guarantee that this data won't be breached, that we're going to have a seamless management of everything, and we will be able basically to control that and prevent the 5th generation threats from happening.
Okay, that sounds great. So when we look at your products, then we have Checkpoint that integrates with the regular version of NSXV, and then you're optimizing east-west traffic. You can go to NSXT for hybrid combinations. Do you think that there is still a use case for an old-fashioned physical device at the perimeter of your network?
I think so. I think so. First, there are some verticals that's due to specific regulations or special sensitiveness to security will stick to the old infra. I would say there are two categories of organizations today. The existing organizations, they rely on infra, they're moving to the cloud. We see a lot of lift and shift projects. There are also what we call the born to cloud organizations. They don't rely on physical infra. This organization won't move to physical appliances anymore. We definitely will have a mix. I think that Gartner is saying that by 2021, we will still have mostly hybrid infrastructure, with roughly 40% on-prem infrastructure, and we will have roughly 30 to 35% on private cloud and the rest on public cloud. And I think that it will happen more or less everywhere. So it's very important to actually rely on one partner to manage this on-prem, private cloud, public cloud infra.
Yeah, and then it's all integrated and it can be managed from one interface also.
That's the point. Everything is managed through one single interface, and we don't work with that, legacy IP address, root, protocol, and so on. Now we're one step ahead. We're actually working with services. If someone wants to access data and post it on social media, we actually show it on the management. This is social media. This guy is working from the marketing team, so he's entitled to do this kind of stuff. So we're now moving the security from a specialist area to something that's more mainstream, so that everybody can
content driven.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, many thanks for the interview,
Thank you very much.
Fred. Merci bien.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you. Thank you.